Hey everybody, it's StehnZ again, this time playing some more Slay the Spire. You know, mixing it up a little bit on the channel. Today we're going to be trying Ascension 11 with the Silent, the green character. You know, on our last run we did a little bit of the red guy. We got to the end of Act 2. It was kind of a bummer. I say we just go with a common relic, see if we get lucky with something cool. Hey, you know, Orichalcum is decent. If I don't get any block, then I get block. We could have done worse. Now, where are the shops in this starting level? First of all, we got the Hexaghost, which is not too bad of an opponent to get us started. I kind of like the left side, where I'm going to get one shot, but on the right we get two. They're a little bit close to one another. Maybe there's a way I can kind of thread the needle and go down the middle here. I say we go for that. So we're going to start on the left and work our way to the right. Seems like a viable option. So, they love to start us with the curl up guys. A really good tactic for these people, or just go ahead and, well, they're not really people, they're bugs, but hit them all once. Most people are familiar with this. Get them to curl up, and then next turn, they won't have that ability. So 2 strikes will actually finish them. And we've blocked it with the survivor. We didn't get the 2 strikes, and that's okay. This one will die, this one will get weakened, and then we'll block it. That starting curse can be a little annoying. Okay, this solves it. As long as we don't have to spend life at the very beginning. Okay, so what's good for me right off the bat? Should we get a little poisonous? Like an early poison stab can be a decent choice. I'm actually going to start with it. I like to play poison. I like to play shiv. I've also played discard. They're all solid. We spend the money, we get the relic, or we give the card we just got and get a relic that way. Yeah. Fine. I just got this card. I'm not overly attached to it. I'd rather have a relic that helps me all the time. And what is it? Upgrade 2 skills. Fine. A couple defends got bigger. I don't see that being a problem. Okay. Let's head this way. Well, wait. It doesn't really matter. They're both functional equivalents. Let's go after this cultist. Not a great start. Okay, so he's got his buff up. Standard procedure. And we'll block it. Now we gave up our offense giving up that poison stab early, but, you know, offense comes and goes. I say we double strike this, and then we use the enhanced defense so we can block it. Good. Once again, getting through this without taking damage. All I need now is 2 strikes, and I got him. Solved. Silent on top. Alright, what's speaking to me here? Well, I love Blur. Blur is the gift that keeps on giving, literally and figuratively. So we're going to start with this. I know that's a lot of defense to get me going, but it's hard to pass up on a Blur. It gives me so many options on turns where I draw it. Alright, let's weaken the guy. We'll accept 1 damage by using Survivor. It didn't matter whether we use Survivor or Defend, but 1 damage is okay. Because we do want to bring this thing down before it buffs too much. Double strike it, and then we're going to Blur for next turn. Give me a little leg up on defense. Okay. Now it's a fairly armored turn, but if we double strike, with that extra Blur, we have this, that gives me enough D. He's at 17. 3 strikes would do it. We did not get 3 strikes. So we might just wait for him to lose his armor and kill him next turn with 2 strikes, right? This will leave me taking 1 damage. See, we're looking ahead here. Now all I need is 2 strikes and he's down. And I got him. And neutralize. Great. Jawworm down, a little bit of money. What is jumping out at me here? So we've been getting offense, a lot of offense, or a lot of defense so far. We upgraded defense, we got a blur. Should we balance that by getting something that gives us offense? Yes and no. I like leg sweep, it's just a little expensive. It's still better than 2 defense. Backflip would be cool if we have a lot of extra free cards to draw into, but right now we're not really doing that. I'm going to go with the leg sweep. Maybe a little fatty for early in the game. A little bit of a too big of a card, right? I still think it's going to be okay. And I've got the credentials to prove it, because we're going to leg sweep this guy. Since there was nothing else to cast. Bring down this thing before it spends too much time debuffing us. We have some time to get through this cultist. You know, we might end up taking a little bit of damage this time around. Now we're going to take advantage of our Orichalcum and not have to put up defense this time. Okay, puts us to 6. It's 1 less defend we have to use. Let's just stay on the offense here. Okay. So I say we stay on offense, we get the 2 strikes in, and then we simply block him with the big defend. You know, I'd love to blur, but it's not going to matter. Let's just take no damage. Okay, he's getting pretty big here. A little weaken will help. And we strike him, and we leg sweep to add some more weak. So far, leg sweep's worked out. I would like to get some actual offense in this deck at some point. Should we go for the 2 strikes next turn and just block this? Yes. We assume that we can draw 2 strikes. 2 strikes will win. There they are. Got him. Got them both. Powers were matched. Okay, liquid bronze. Cool. Now, if I had lots of energy, skewer can be cool, but just starting to apply poison is probably the answer. We wanted poison before, and if we hide behind some heavy D and we poison them, let's get that offense going. Okay, making our way over. We're fine on health, so we want to smith something. Leg sweep just goes up to 3 block and gets bigger. This thing goes up in poison, it's really good. But I'm partial to just making neutralize do 2 weeks. You know, that's a lot of weak we're going to be throwing around, but it's free, it's consistent, we're going to be able to use it. That being said, like this will do a lot more damage. Let's play it safe. Okay, stomp on the mushrooms or get the parasite. We're gonna stomp on him. We can do that. Or we think we can. This can be brutal. These things buff. And we probably want to go after some of the buffing ones first. Just because we get rid of that. We're going to rely on our Orichalcum to defend against this 6. So let's just get started with these guys. Do we need to drink the bronze potion? I don't think so. We're going to save it for something that's a little bit more multi-hitting. Yeah? Now, 1 strike will finish our left guy. And we didn't get that 1 strike. Crikey. But we can just neutralize him, which will make him die to poison. Great. Now we can put up a nice big old blur. And this guy's going to start buffing. We block all of this and save a little bit. Okay. If I weaken this dude, now we are defended again. That might have been a little overkill on the defense, considering we could have used another strike and actually blocked this a little different. So let's see if that ends up costing us down the line. It probably will. Let's weaken this guy. Yeah. 9, and we finish him with 2 strikes next turn, and we block all but 5 of this. Getting the 2 strikes to finish him is a little bit up in the air. By poisoning him now, and then the next turn that will finish him. So that's one way we can handle this. Now if we go defend, the blur won't be enough, so we just double defend. This guy will buff, take his 5. Next turn he takes 4 from poison. That will bring down middle mushroom, and we can start working on the right guy with more poisoning stuff. Do we take the 2? Yeah, no, we don't. We're blocking all of this. With poison, we can afford to be a little bit more conservative. We've already spent a little bit of life. 3 strikes here for the win. I'm glad we chose not to take a damage. Like, if we can avoid damage, we're going to. Great. Odd Mushroom. When vulnerable, we take less extra vulnerable damage. That's good. Duplication Potion, always solid. Do we want to go with that second poison right off the bat? Just be like, look, you will be poisoned. Yeah, it's starting to look like a poison deck. I like that. Let's pass through here so we can get these 2 shops on the right, with an extra rest in between them. We are capped on potions now, so we will want to look at using something. And as it stands right now, I'm kind of leaning toward using the Thorn Potion. Why not? Let's completely block this and poison this thing. He's going to have some turns later where he won't be hitting as hard. Plus, we're going to get him split. This may assist with a nice split. Blur a little defense for the future. I don't know if the 9 did not cause him to split, which is perfect. We wanted him to be just above half so we could really bring him down this turn, which we didn't draw well enough to do that. But if we go with that, and we just leg sweep him, because now when the poison procs, we're looking at a 33-point split. Yeah, that's a little big. We needed to draw way more strikes that turn. We didn't get it. But so what's worst case scenario? We take some damage, right? And it looks like we definitely will be. They're coming at us for 21. We could duplicate the blur, but I'd like to save that potion. Looks like we're just basically going to be healing ourselves at the next rest spot. Yeah, ouch. Nasty turn. Okay. Now the Orichalcum will defend us. But we'll just put this up because I like to cast it. I don't know. We've talked about this in the last episode where I played Slay the Spire. I just put up defense because best practice, I guess. Okay, 1 strike here, 2 defense, take 2 damage. We are going to heal for 20-some, so we're going to be back in decent shape soon. This is a turn for offense. And 1 strike will end it. Thanks to the poison. Didn't get that 1 strike. Can you believe this? Well, the poison finishes it. So the cool part about when the poison finishes it, you can just be like, I'm done. End turn. Okay, cool. We got some stuff to choose from. Die, die, die. Could be pretty cool AoE offense. Doesn't really go well with poison. Now, flechettes can go well with poison. I'm already running a lot of defense. And I'm kind of leaning toward this. This thing can hit quite hard. If we're running, like, deadly poisons and other skill cards, I'm going to make the most out of the flechettes. Alright, Nunchaku. 10 attacks, gain a power. If we can work a little bit of shivs into this deck, that's going to generate energy for us. I like it. Finally, our first shop. What do we got here? 200 bucks to spend. So we can make everybody vulnerable with marbles at the beginning. We can add some random cards at the beginning of the combat. Discovery is more random cards. The obvious choice for me here is Footwork. We're going to go with Footwork. And because of the Nunchaku, I don't see any reason why we can't also work a little bit of shivs into this deck. I'm gonna get the Blade Dance. We still have enough to remove, but I'd like to save money for the next shop. So, Footwork just helps all around. We are going to go here to rest. Bring me back up to 62. Just took a little bit of extra damage that we didn't want to take before. We're going to go around the elite. Okay, how many skills for this Flechette's? We're going to do 12 damage with the one attack. But we could also play it all a little bit different. Use the Blade Dance in order to break everybody's curl up. I like that. And then Blur and Defend to give me a little bit of extra ability to protect myself here, because we are still going to take 11 damage. This was a nasty turn. They were all attacking, of course. What can you do? You can take some damage. You know, we get 22 or so per rest, and we're down 19 life. I don't see any reason why we can't get on top of that. Now, if I neutralize him, this is actually a bigger question. I think I'm going to take less damage if I do it this way. We neutralize and strike this one, he's dead. Then we put up a defend, and take the 2 since we're going to be healing anyway, by whacking on the one that's buffing. I see us resting, so we had a little bit of extra life to spend. Now the one strike will finish this thing. Goodbye. Deadly Poison to get him started. Cast it for fun. Been giving us a lot of these louses this time around. There's our footy. Deadly Poison will put him to 9 poison, and we can just end turn. Goodbye. Keep our Nunchaku ready to go. Hey, a poison potion. Okay. End of turn, retain a card. Interesting. Could be good. Now, Caltrops is just going to be passive damage at all time, and the more we hide behind our D, the more that this can actually help us in the long run. We cast it, it's out, we don't have to worry about it later, and it's just passively doing damage for us. I think that we're the kind of deck that wants that. So, to save life, we're actually going to go around this thing, see if we get lucky in this question mark. Upgrade 2 cards for life. I think I will do that, and then we're going to heal. We won't heal to full. We'll be down like 14 some life, but I think we'll have more than enough to get through the boss. But let's see what we got. Blade Dance upgraded, and another defend. Beautiful. 89 bucks. Now we're a little hurt, but we're going to heal. Do we get one more footy? Yes. I'm a firm believer in this. 2 footwork early game like that is going to make a difference. It's going to matter. And we can duplicate one of them when we go against this boss. So let's heal. Since we're down 35 life, we're going to be down now 14 life, which is ironically what we just spent in that encounter. It's a little low. It's a little low for the Hexaghost, but we can Caltrop his main attack that's coming up that's going to reflect a lot of damage. Leg Sweep is also going to really annoy his first big attack on us. So I'm actually just going to do that so we can play the long game here. This sounds crazy. Like, why would you do this, StehnZ? Well, it's going to make sense. So I'm going to leg sweep that. I'm also going to throw this poison. Just get that started. His first attack after he puts up his stuff is going to be the big one, right? He attacks 6 times now for 3 because he's weakened. That's making him only hit for 18 damage. The flechettes will be hitting for 2, so we're actually not going to be using that. We can take a little bit of damage by doing something like this. We'll put the footwork up. We'll defend for 7, so we're taking 11. That's probably okay. And we'll apply some more poison. That's also caltropping him for 18, which is great. Neutralize, yes. We can blur up a little bit of D here. You know, we left a strike on the table, but with the way that we're going to be applying poison to this guy and using blur, we're now fully blocked for next turn. Especially with some extra footwork going on here. Keep the poison ratcheting up. And a strike. Nunchaku went off. Maybe not the best time for that. Just cast some D for fun. 2 hits will be 2 caltrop procs back at him. Okay, the flechettes will hit for 8. It's a little light, but it is more than we would be doing with a strike. So, start with it. We're going to defend and blur. And with that dexterity, I mean, these are some pretty big defends. So next turn, we're going to have 15 armor carrying over. And we've reshuffled our deck. There's going to be poisons drawn all over the place. Deadly poison this. I guess we don't need to care about the burn, because it's just going to do nothing. It's unplayable, so discarding it is not the same as exhausting it. We're sort of stuck on fire, so we're just going to use our strikes. The burn was blocked by the armor, so... And now he's getting some of his defense up. Great question of what to do here. I'm thinking we leg sweep him, which will give us blocked everything, and then we just poison him to keep that going up. I mean, Blade Dance would have been cool, but a lot of it would have been blocked by his armor anyway. Poison cuts through armor. And we're doing whatever, 19 a turn in poison? Now, like this turn, he's doing nothing. He's coming at us with a debuff. Keep that weak ratcheting up. Strike. Defend, defend. Loving the 4 dexterity. And it looks like we get to keep our duplication potion on this. Now he's about to do a big attack, probably. 18, it's not that big because he's been weakened. But we'll still try to block as much of this as we can. First, we'll Blade Dance him for a bunch. 18 damage, they say. Well, both of these will block it. And this way we can keep our life in good shape, because we don't heal fully at this Ascension when we beat a boss. It is what it is. 1 strike and an end turn will do it. Or this big old flechettes. Alright, gratuitous spells. Little OCD gratuitous spells there. And good win. Ancient Potion, great. If we run into the Snecko, we're going to want to save this. That happened in our last playthrough when we were playing Red Man. We got severely confused. Alright, so what is good here? I like 1,000 Cuts. Wraith Form, not so much. This thing, I don't know that we have the X to really take advantage of this. We need a lot of power to deal with that. 1,000 Cuts seems to make the most sense in this deck. Can we get a power relic? Well, first time we discard something, we get energy, which is really cool. No more sleeping, but gain an extra energy. Well, we need to rest. Runic Pyramid's a little weird. Hovering Kite, we haven't used discard yet. We have Survivor. And I can start to draft cards that are going to give us energy for this. Acrobat here and there. I'm going to get it. Now, this is a radical pivot to do that. But I still think it's the right call. We have Survivor, so there's 1. And we will get discard cards. We can find them. We've got a little bit of money. Let's do a little bit of Act 2. If we're doing this anything like last episode, we can go maybe halfway through Act 2, stop around there, see where we're at, see if we're having fun, if we want to continue. Let's just keep playing though, yeah? How about this early shop? $100, not the greatest. But I think that this is what we want. We're gonna get a little money from this thing anyway, too. Okay. So if I footwork and then I survivor, I get an energy back. We survivor, one of these defends. It gives us from the kite. And then we can just leg sweep this thing. Because we're hunting now for poisons. That's one way to really get through this guy's plated armor. We have 2 deadly poisons in the deck. Okay. Coming at us for 10. We put up 1,000 cuts. Maybe wasn't the best choice. But we're blocked, so a power had to go up. Yikes. Okay. Footwork it is. Strike. Strike, which will do 1 to the plated armor. We gotta take 12 this turn. Well, actually, we're only gonna take 6 thanks to the orichalcum. Too bad that's not affected by dexterity. Where are our poisons? Well, there they are. You guys were taking your sweet time here. Okay. Block some with that. And we'll start with this. Poison's at the bottom of the deck. Yikes. Got more damage coming. Good thing we didn't get that relic that was going to make it so we couldn't rest for healing. That would have been really bad. So the Fleshette's going to hit for 8. That's not so bad. Get that neutralized going. The blur is going to be the same as if we just used the orichalcum. So I'm going to pass on blur this turn. We are frail, so we're just going to get our 6 from this. This way we can chip away at the guy. It's like the 1,000 cuts is not working his plated armor down. $15 damage coming this turn. So if we survivor one of the strikes, we get that energy back. We can leg sweep him. And we'll put up caltrops in this case. I'm going to assume that he attacks us. Nah, okay. Okay, so armor falls, he then hits us, and then he does take 3 from the caltrops. So that actually worked out in our favor. More poison has been drawn. This gives us enough defense, I believe. So let's see if these 4 shivs can start to shred that armor for us. Almost there. That's 1 more armor gone. Okay, he's got taking 17 damage from poison, and he's at 20. If I strike him, he's dead. Ooh, and the nunchaku went off. Here we go. Just to keep the nunchaku counting up. The more we can get that thing going off, the better. Okay, the block potion. Block potion's great, but I need both of these. I have to keep the artifact for a specific enemy, and the duplication potion could really help if I go like, alright, there's now going to be 2,000 cuts or something hilarious like that. So we gain energy if we discard something, which makes dagger throw pretty much free. So we have to start adding discard cards. Catalyst for the double poison. You know, in the long run, this is what is going to make us do the most damage. So, We start there. And then we just walk away. That's all we needed. 1 catalyst. 2 deadly poisons, 1 catalyst. Feeling confident about it. We're not in the best shape here, but... Well, now I'm like, when am I going to heal? Right up here? Yikes. We gotta get through 2 enemies. These birds will do a lot of damage to you. Okay. Flechettes would hit for 8. Dagger throw is going to end up being free. Let's start with dagger throwing this thing, just to get that free card, or the free energy back from the kite. Don't need this. Maybe I should have kept that so that it would have discarded it more safely. Or would have been, I'm trying to say it would have been exhausted. These guys are going to buff, but I want a big blur. And maybe a duplicated humongous blur. Yeah, let's be smart about things. There we go. Give me armor for a while. Give me time. Now, Caltrops actually would have been the right thing to do, because then I would be chipping away at these guys tremendously. And, you know, because I'm stupid... This is a little trick. It's probably not the best thing to do, because it's probably poor form. But I feel like when I'm stupid, I deserve an opportunity to do this better. Because if you look carefully here, we could have played that entire turn so much smarter. Dagger throw, just get rid of the flechettes because we're not using it. Now this thing will actually get exhausted. Footwork, sure. We're going to double the caltrops this time. To be able to reflect 6 damage, 6 attacks with 6 reflect kills this bird. It's just out. And we blur to have 1 more D for next turn. He might not even get through all 6 of his attacks. You guys go ahead and buff up, whatever. You're getting a lot of reflect. And this is what we meant to do, but of course, like, I didn't see it in the real time until I hit go. So, yeah, alright. Sue me if you want, if that's poor form. I don't know whether or not that's, like, considered, like, proper etiquette in this game. My apologies if it is not. We weaken this one. We're going to get a free energy when we use Survivor. Discard the strike. We leg sweep the other guy. We are actually more than enough blocked, so I probably could have kept the strike instead of using a gratuitous defend. Whatever. Now they're just buffing, which is perfect for us. Blade Dance is going to knock 1 down. We'll knock down this one. 2, 3. We'll get this guy poisoned to 10. Catalyst and what have you. And we'll hit him for 4. Okay. These things are going to hit for 3. So if we strike him twice, that will leave him dying to poison. And that is probably what we want. Then the poison finishes this thing. We just put up a little... Well, we don't even need to put up the defend because we're going to Orichalcum that. So, here. Right, this is going much better now that we took a second to think about that. Alright, don't need to overthink that. Done. Little money. Colorless potion, make up for the potion we just spent. Another dagger throw, perhaps, so we can keep using our kite? 2 dagger throws, a lot of dagger throwing, but it's free. It becomes free. We'd said we needed to draft discard cards. We weren't lying. Okay, this was the way. We wanted to get to that heal. We want to get to that relic before we call it here. Let's transform a card, for sure. What's dumb? Just a generic defend? Don't we have enough defense? Not really. We're going to go... We want to get rid of the strike. That's what's over. That's what's too much. So let's see. See what we get. Hopefully not something very stupid. What do we get? Another 1,000 cuts. Ho ho ho! 2 of them? That's a little bit expensive. A little pricey. That's almost asking me to go like, hey, StehnZ, why aren't you playing more shivs now? I don't know. I don't know why I do the things I do. Okay. I don't know whether we can actually do the 1,000 cuts this turn, because we want more defense. So when we dagger throw this thing, we can actually just get rid of this. Still at 3. Blur out some humongous D? Sure. Keep some armor for next turn. Leave a little on our plate. There's poison, there's discard, there's a little shiv. There's 2 footworks. I mean, I am somewhat happy with this. We can only flechettes for 1, so this turn is terrible. I was like, oh, things are going to be great. We need a colorless potion. This should be something that will help us. Swift Strike, Discovery. Random cards. Do we want to get re-random? I mean, we want D. None of this is defensive enough for me. Let's see if we get lucky with Discovery. Plus, it's a skill, so the flechettes now hits for 8. Which will do. Accuracy, blur, or another catalyst. Well, we want defense. Footwork. Blur again. Strike this thing? We gotta bring this thing down before he keeps buffing his strength to something obscene. We are gonna take, what, 8 damage? Ugly, but healing is right around the corner, if I recall correctly. Yeah, the next turn is healing. Now, I don't know that I want to get nailed with this thing right this turn. We're being attacked for 31 damage. We can block this. We can block all of this right now. No, we're not. This is good math, StehnZ. That was not even close. Oh, no. Well, you know, the poisons was what we were hoping to draw. And now we have... On death applies to vulnerable, but vulnerable is going to do less to us now. So we put up this thing. We leg sweep this just to stay ahead of it. Now I'm not taking any damage. But we're not really getting anywhere, right? Except this thing is getting humongous. With the 15 attack, this is probably the turn to knock this thing out. It definitely is. Okay, so now it's doing 19. Some of this. Poison it. Take 10. Oof. Hang on, buddy. Ugh. We're going to chuck the thing we just drew, I think. And we're going to look at blurring out a little D and possibly caltropsing this thing. It does seem to attack every turn, but maybe we want to blur like as much defense as we can. and then just rely on the poison. Okay, so this is going to blur us 10 for next turn. We're just too wounded to really mess around with any other strategy right now. It's attacking us for 10, so we're already blocking it. We don't have another blur to go through, but we'll see what we end up getting by using our kite here. Survivor. Okay. We can leg sweep him to keep him weak. Then we get one chip away at that plated armor. There should be another poison being drawn soon, possibly the catalyst. There's the catalyst as well. Blurring for 9. Poison catalyst will start to really bring this thing down. Poison. Catalyst that to 14. Blur myself. Take 1 damage. Ooh, it's gonna be kind of close. Only 9 this turn, not so bad. Plenty of D drawn. We're gonna poison him. If we leg sweep him, we stay ahead on weak. I know it sounds crazy, but this way we also take no damage, and he stays weak for longer. So the poison's going to be what's going to actually do it. We just shuffled our deck. There will likely be more poison to be found. Dagger Throw becomes free in this deck. Just chuck that out. 9 plus 9. Yeah, we've got the 2 dexterities are giving us the space we need. 10th attack will give us another thing, but he's going to die to the poison. So that worked out. Not that great. Okay. End turn. Thank you. Accuracy's okay. We only have the 1 shiv card right now. I feel like a deflect is probably the answer. Okay. Well, we have 2 rests that we're going to be able to take advantage of. So this one brings us to 41. Good. We go here. We rest again. We go this way. We rest again. Chop. We rest again, and then go through an elite. Hopefully we get full at that point. Here's that Snecko we were talking about. And this is exactly what we wanted to have happen. Because he comes at us. We pop the artifact. Now we're not going to be confused. I'm telling you, this makes all the difference in the world. If we get him poisoned for 10 by using the catalyst, we can also blur a little bit of armor for next turn. We still have that Nunchaku for an extra power. Did I miss anything there? No. Okay. I was like, did I do something stupid? No, we're okay. I can block this and poison him. This is going to do 16 damage, but the poison's going to be doing more over time. Block all of it. Just glad we're not confused. Okay. Dagger Throw becomes free in this deck. Into the leg sweep, too. That would give us the defense that we need. Discard this. Hey, and then that thing went off. So our flechettes will hit for 8. Leg sweep for weakness-related reasons. And defend for good measure. Got 4 turns of weakness, the poison's still chipping away. Double footy to the survivor, and then caltrops that? Because then we'll get an energy back by doing it that way. This is our first card we discarded per turn. Survivor this. Caltrops, take 4 but reflect 3? Yeah, we got hit with vulnerable. What are you gonna do? Don't seem to have the energy to mess with 1,000 cuts this second. So instead, we're gonna probably be using the dagger throw to get rid of one of them. This. Okay, now we'll actually use the 1,000 cuts. Defend. Deflect. Maybe I cast that in the wrong order. Probably, well, it only affected us in terms of 1 damage, so. Alrighty. 2 poisons makes this basically over for him. We defend. Now, if I had just struck, then he'd be dead. So, way to go, StehnZ. Caltrops did it. Explosive Potion, we have room for it. Anything speaking to us here? Well, we want Prepared, because it's going to work with the hovering kite right off the bat. But we are preparing. Let's heal again. Back to 58, down 20, down 12 life. That's good. And I think we are now staring at where I like to call it halfway through the game in this middle point of Act 2. Let's see what we get in our chest. A little bit of cash and a lantern. Start each combat with an additional one. That goes really well with the Ring of the Snake. You know, we'll start with 4 energy. We can have a big first turn. Use our kite. Stay at 4 energy. So hopefully we can land some stuff in that beginning. Lantern. Good. Alright, let's see what we get in this unknown. Of course it's these 2. Of course. These guys have just been a thorn in my side. Every day. Well, with our 4 energy, thanks to this cool lantern, we can probably afford 1,000 cuts a little bit here, yeah? And the kite will give us a thing back. Give us an energy back. We stay on our Centurion. Try to get that going. There's that blur, by the way. It might be that we'll have to let the leg sweep go here, so we can do some few more aggressive things. Like neutralizing this guy, I guess? Just so we save a little bit of extra armor. More block, a little blur. That'll give us 3 for next. And we can hit with these and 1,000 cut our way through. Okay. It loves to give me these guys. You see how I fight these 2 all the time, and you know, you get pretty used to them. Maybe some people like to kill the Mystic first. That is certainly an option. And they're not attacking this turn, so that gives me more I can play with. We'll poison him, we'll get a Caltrop down because why not? And let's see here. Got an extra energy because of the Nunchaku. Take advantage of that. Okay, here comes that attack turn. So we have an improved prepared. 1 skill for the flechette, so that's not happening. Alright, well, let's see what we get from here. Maybe this will make flechettes good. Catalyst. Not a lot of D to work with here, huh? So we're going to get an energy back when we discard these 2. And we can just sort of play these. Do a little footy. See if we get like another card out of this. Another footwork we got. Okay. It'll give me a little bit better out of this defend, but we are frail. So we are just going to have to take it. Okay. What's that? Going to be 8 damage? I don't know that we got much through the healing there. Ooh, another aggressive turn. So we get that second 1,000 cuts is a little bit crazy, but we're no longer frail. So what do we have coming for us? 23 damage 2 forms of defense will definitely block that. 1,000 cuts, and then it's like survivor, get the energy back and defend. I like that. Yeah. And we're nice and blocked, and we got an extra 1,000 cuts up. You know, like residual damage like that versus this thing that heals, maybe not the most effective thing in the game. Okay, get that poison in. We're going to get one from the kite from here. We're going to let that leg sweep go. This will kill him as long as the poison goes off before... Well, it doesn't matter. Here. Here's some more 1,000 cutting. And we'll get rid of the Ascender's Bane. Okay. Well, this will give us that energy back. And with the flechettes, is going to actually be hitting a little harder. True. Alright, we're going to let that one go. Flechettes for 12. Defend Blur, just to have it. Nothing to Catalyst yet. We'll need more poison cards, clearly. Throw that because we can. We'll be needing these. He's dead. Double 1,000 cuts, interesting. Okay. Poison potion, beautiful. Bouncing flask is poison that we need. Let's just get that. That's a lot of poison, especially if there's just one guy. Okay, we are down a little bit of life. We're down 20 life. Let's take the heal. Take the heal. Okay. What's at the shop? We do have some money. Distraction. Pillow. Sure. Ori's 5 cards. That really could change everything. We could get all the stuff that we want. I'm thinking we'll pull the Ori. You know? This is pretty awesome. Let's just do it. What are we going to get? Masterful Stab. Dagger Spray. Discard a card to do the all-out attack. We do need to discard cards, but discarding a card randomly give us a little bit of energy back. Cost extra energy each time you lose damage in combat. I don't know that that's going to be as helpful as just an all-out attack right here. So let's put that one in the skip pile so we come back to that later after we see things. I do like a better leg sweep. Let's get that for defense reasons. Well, we don't need a third 1,000 cuts, but let's get another blur. Discard cards to gain energy. So in a huge hand, this could be cool, and it will give us a lot of energy to play with. I don't know that we have enough cards to really take advantage of that. Skip this one for now. Cloak and Dagger. Probably the obvious call here. So yeah, we will go with all-out attack. And then in this, would an expertise help us? Discarding 3 cards, though. When are we going to have a hand that big to do that? How am I drawing enough cards for that to be a thing? I'm not. This one might just not make the cut. Now, if we draw an early Masterful Stab, this could be also really awesome. Let's just get it. Whatever. Okay, 2 rests if we go this way, but we will be going through an elite. Let's hope this isn't some kind of elite that's going to ruin our game. So I'm thinking let's take advantage of the 2 rests, because I want to smith something. Like some footwork, maybe? Maybe that's what we're looking for here? 1,000 cuts just becomes more damage. That's kind of cool. This thing does extra poison. This is going to triple the poison once. But you know what this is, what we need to do here. I'm pretty sure it's the footwork. This is what makes the deck go, is dexterity. And it's the gift that keeps giving. So let's see what we get here. Okay. It is the Gremlin Leader again. Now, we had problems with this on our last run. This guy caused us issues. We have 2 skills for the flechettes. Cool. Okay, the Masterful Stab is already working out for us. So we put this down. We leg sweep this guy. One of these two are going to die to a stab. And, you know, now the Masterful Stab will go up and... yeah. Yikes. Okay. Okay. We get an energy back for that one because it was nunchaku'd. So if I play the defense, that'll put me to 19 armor. Okay. Play it. Throw this. Why not? Just to kill the thing. Alright, that might have been a little excessive, guys. I don't know. This is an elite, and he's going to make friends all the time, so we have to be ready for that. And we can blur out some stuff with this turn. Looks like I can cast out, actually. Caltrops. Blur. Defend. Thing. I'll save this poison. We're going to throw that poison at the boss when we get there. Okay, wizards. Now, if I Blade Dance first... then there's a lot of other things that can be discarded when I do the all-out attack, which will give me the energy back, mind you. Got rid of a shiv, which is what we wanted. Now, 2 shivs over here with the... I have to shiv this one as well. We are going to go with Big D. We're going to go with the Big D, just because I have that blur. It's fine. I get 27 armor for next turn, now I don't have to worry about anything. Because he's not attacking again. That sucks. Okay. We're dagger, throw away a defense. We put our footwork down because it's what we do. And let's start by poisoning this thing. 9 poison applied. That'll help plenty. The flask is going to be great damage for this deck. Okay, he made a wizard and a mad gremlin. And the wizard's booting up, doing his thing. We'll put the footwork down. We can cloak and dagger, just because I want some shivs. I'm going to dagger throw on the wizard himself. Rid of this, I guess. We will deadly poison this one. I'm being attacked for 5, okay. So if I hit you with both of these, then the wizard's just gone. I'm not going to prepare it for nothing. Okay. Well, this is good. We can Catalyst Badman, which will double it to 24. It's not going to be enough to kill him, so it's looking like I'm going to be taking a lot of damage this round. And that is kind of a bummer. Yeah, I'm gonna get smoked this level. But we're going after that leader. I don't think I had enough damage to break through this guy, so... We're taking, what, like 30 some damage? Like 40 damage. Just... But he's dead. We have at least that. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Just Masterful Stab this thing. And end it. At least we are healing right after this, right? Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, you get some energy. That could help us. Anything speaking to us here? Well, we could be sneaky striking. An extra Caltrops is going to give us a bit of that, bit of extra life on there. But you know what? Distraction is defense. Who knows what we'll get from this? More defense is needed, though. We're going to pick that up. We can heal. Not well. Still down decent amount of life because of that thing. But let's see how we deal with this boss, right? Okay, so we're instantly coming at him for some serious poison if we do all these things together. So throw the poison. Okay. Footwork, it's what we do. I am getting prepared. I am preparing. And we'll just toss these strikes. These aren't... We're not doing this. More deadly poison. Catalyst the poison, right? And then what's it going to be? 10. And another 10. We blocked it. Okay. And we got a decent poison start. Okay. Footwork? Do we want footwork? If we were to footwork and leg sweep, that could be good for us. Now we don't blur, but that's okay. If I dagger throw, the kite will go off, we can chuck something. But we do need him weak. 2 turns of weak is going to matter. So yeah, I'm choosing defense. He has 20 hits of poison on him. We can choose to be a little bit more careful. Okay, so there's only 3 things, so if we do all-out attack last, or we can basically end up choosing what all-out attack is going to get rid of. In this case, we don't need that extra energy from it, so we're just going to cast out. Masterful Stab, because it's good. This, and a little bit of this. Okay, so we take 1 damage. And we're at 5 dexterity, so... Alright, this is a good poison turn for us. Probably want to apply all the poisons. Eventually he's going to heal his own poison. That's just something he does. And reloading the weak on him. Okay, 33. Okay, because we're being taunted. Of course, we get both 1,000 cuts. Looks like we're playing... Ooh, this will not be enough D. So we'll just do a Caltrops, and we'll sweep the leg. Put him up to 4 weakness. Alright, he's going to start buffing up. Typical, typical. Let's see what we get from our dagger throw. Prepared. Huh. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. Pop this. Okay. I hate to get rid of that, though. We're gonna have 3 energy. Maybe we... Great question. Maybe we're gonna blur out something. Blur out these 2 together. Yeah. Oh, both of these. No. These 2 will be the ones we cast. Like sweep you, blur. I just want to get rid of the curse. Like if we choose to discard that the Bane, then it's gonna come back next shuffle. And you know we're gonna be shuffling. Okay, defense is looking solid. This might be a good time to 1,000 cut. just to start getting that going. Dagger throw. What do we got here? More poison. Poison was cut through that armor, so fly our kite, apply the poison. Done. This is blocked thanks to Blur. More poison. Okay. We'll save that distraction. 2 shivs from this. And Chaku went off. Maybe we will be using the distraction this turn. Yeah. Backflip for free. See what we get. There's that blur. Got it. Blur out some more D, or just keep him poisoned? I'm just afraid he's about to heal himself. He's going to do that thing now that he's below a certain amount. So, assuming that he's going to heal this round, I'm going to defend. I was right. Whew. See, it's good that I knew this. And look at that. Now I'm going into this next thing with him attacking for 46, and I already have a ton of the defense required. So I am... He's hitting me for 46. So I need 2 defense and a masterful stab, I guess. Okay, we blocked this super attack. And sure, he's still coming at us with other stuff. He's not weak, but he's about to become weak. Doesn't look like we can fly the kite this turn. So we're just going to use our defend and deflect and the bouncing flask. We can reapply some poison. And we block this. And we've restarted the poison rigmarole. So I feel like we're in the driver's seat here. We are going to be able to take the champ down. Well, I spoke pretty soon. I mean, I may have spoke too soon is what I'm trying to say. Poison, yes. Let's see if this will give us the defense that we need. Defend. Deflect. Okay. Ooh, another big turn for him, but I drew that weak, which is good. Well, let's start by preparing. Lots of defense here. This might give me a little bit of that space that I'm going to need. Yeah. Weakness him. How much armor am I going to get from this? Close. I'm going to take like 9. But he can't heal himself again, so all we're doing is surviving and letting the poison do its work. A little bit of caltrop help, too. Flechettes for 12 is pretty good. But if I dagger throw first, I'll get stuff back. I can throw out the dagger throw. I get the energy back. Are we going to flechettes for 12, or should we just do a blur leg sweep? Probably blur leg sweep. Play it safe. Check that out. All I have to do is hang out. He's going to die to poison. Well, he's buffing, so maybe that blur was a little silly. What do I know? Another 1,000 cuts? Yes. This is going to be a big turn he's got coming up here. Let's hope he doesn't kill us this next round. Not like we could blur out any significant defense. Okay, here comes like an attack for like 1,000,000. 32, okay, so So that's that. Let's be more aggressive. Let's blade dance him. See if we can somehow get him low enough. We need to do 7 more damage, which is going to happen from striking, I believe. Now he's within enough poison range to die. End turn. Okay. Yay! Okay, discard your hand and get a ton of shivs. Spend a bunch of extra energy to weaken them, or there's this thing is ridiculous. Like, if there's no cards in your draw pile, it's pretty hard to manipulate. Discard your hand and get a bunch of shivs. Yeah. Let's do it. Curse key, sure. Curse key. Get that 4th energy. Alright. And we got the donuts for this. We might be able to take the donuts, guys. This could be it. We have 160 coins. So where are some merchants? They're all in the middle. They're all in the middle. And it looks like we're going to hit an elite any way you slice it. There's so many rests, but we have to go through that other elite by going that way too. Okay, we're going to do some serious shopping. Okay, we've got Darklings. These are fun. And look at that, with our 5 energy to start. Not too shabby. Well, always preparing. There's 2 footworks now. We don't need these things for now. Get rid of some of the offense. Set up some serious D here. What's in this distraction? Crippling Cloud? Sure. Pop it. We're going to kind of try to evenly bring some of these guys down. Last 2 can be to just put the weak over here. Alright, not bad. We haven't used very many removes, so as we pick up curses from the one non-boss chest, we'll just quickly remove it. Hopefully, like, there's a shop right afterwards. Okay. Well, if we do one of the 1,000 cuts first, that'll help. Get rid of that armor there. Put up the defense so we can block some of this, and then pop this one and get the energy back that we can't do anything with. Okay. And we take, what, 2? Okay. Alright, they don't have much going on this turn. Blur will be enough D. Throw the flask. Let's see what happens. Okay. Probably Blur and Caltrops is going to spread more damage around in a more effective way. Good. And we blur a little bit of D for next turn, 3. I'll take it, because we are being attacked for 21. Weaken this thing. Now we're being hit for 18. Break it. Nunchaku goes off. Now we have, like, more energy that we should have picked up that, whatever that was, expertise. Draw cards to get up to 6. Who knew that we were going to get an energy boss relic right after all that? Okay, we'll probably Storm of Steel the catalyst away. But first, let's see what we end up getting from this. Yeah, I think we need to play major defense this turn, so I'm going to toss this thing. And this will give us the D that we want. We are hitting them with 1,000 cuts all the time. The poison finishes this thing. This guy's almost dead. This thing will die to poison next turn, I'm pretty sure. Or just to the Caltrop. So everything's fine. And we blurred that out. So this is pretty simple to flechette this. And strike it. Done. Okay. Darkling down. Cloak and Dagger enhanced. Hard to say no to that. We are dabbling in shivs. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. Well, footy. That's what we do. Let's get this exploder. Yes. There's that blur. I'm gonna get rid of the all-out attack. So that we can blur up some good stuff. Shivs, always good. We're just gonna go ahead and kill this thing. And then we're gonna blur up some major defense with that. Beautiful. 27 defense for next turn. That's gonna help us give a little bit of advantage on the spiker here, because we can just poison that thing to death when it's time to do so. Looks like we're blurring out more defense. We got a pretty defense-heavy deck, guys. Like, look at this. Yep. 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 60D. This is gratuitous. We're not going to be able to keep blurring, so it was just... Excuse me. Then we have that mute button. Look, and I did all this D for nothing. But you know what we will do? We'll take it as an opportunity to go after this thing. Start poking on this one. Smack. Smack. And... just... you hit him with it? I don't know. Someone will get weak. Doesn't matter who. 58 defense for nothing. Did I pick the right guy to weaken? Kind of. They were both attacking. Okay. 1,000 cuts. It's good. What can we end up getting from this? Well, we flechettes first. Let's do this. Okay, plenty of poison here. I have to discard 2 cards anyway. Get rid of these. Did I screw that up? Was that my defense? I got no D this turn? So I just take like 20-some damage because I did not draw any defense? Or did I discard D? Hard to say, guys. Well, we had the Orichalcum give us a little bit. And we'll just have to heal. We will just simply heal. Alright, throw this. It all goes to the wrong guy. It all goes to the wrong guy. We can start shivving this dude. How soon till we heal? Ugh. Quite a ways away. Unless we take this right. Yikes. Draw all your defense some turns, and then draw nothing on the turns you want it. let's get some more poisoning. Alright. We have to try this. Another footwork? Sure. Meal ticket? Meal ticket might actually give us the healing that we're going to need to get through some of this, but I can't pass that extra footwork up. It's going to make all the difference. So we take this, and then we're going to save our money. There's too many other shops coming up for us to be gung-ho and spending it all. We just want that 1 power. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's a heal right after that. So we have to fight an elite and Sharky Man. Watch, we're gonna die. It's over. Have some flesh outs. Cast things for fun. Sharky is just gonna be bad times for everyone. Like, look at this terrible D we're gonna be sporting for this. 1,000 cuts, yes. Survivor, get rid of this. Caltrop, sure. Cloak and Dagger, if we take 20 damage. Oh my god, guys. We're never gonna make it. We're never gonna make it. Down to 28. And Sharky is just an obscene amount of damage. Well, here's a chance to put some poison down. Plenty of poison down, actually. I'll chuck this so I can do a full complement of poisoning to this thing. Okay. Hopefully that will help. We put 20 poison on him. He's getting buffed. He's coming at us for 16. You know, with that footwork, we might be able to be okay. Hey, there's that leg sweep, too. 9. I think we could actually get rid of the defend. Yeah. Because this weakened him, so now we are okay. And then we have this. The nunchuck. Okay. We still blocked it. I was like, with the weaken, I think we're fine. Okay, now he's buffing again. Double, well no, 1 blur. Well, we footy that. Keep all this going. Keep him weak again. And blur this for next turn. Keep the poison rolling. Catalyst will help. But first we must prepare to find defense. None. It does not exist. Wow. We stab. We didn't need much defense because we were already blurred, but... Get Catalyst. Throw this because it's fun. And we do block this. So now he's down to 68. We might even be able to do enough damage to... Doesn't look like it. Play that footwork. Prepared some stuff. 2 cards to discard. We'll just go with pure defense. This way, you know, it's like poison, block this, poison again. I can just hit end turn. Which I will. Keep it moving. Goodbye. It's the energy that we're hurting on here. I mean, we have energy, so I need cards. I need to be backflipping. We're going to go through an elite. There's no way to slice it, and we're at 28 life. Please sell like a waffle or something. He doesn't have waffle. Doesn't have that at all. He does have an infinite blade. Which is yes. Anything that can heal me down here? Nope. Okay. Save our money, because we're going to do card removal after the thing. There's a boss relic coming up. And then we go like through here, we remove it. Yeah. Oh, moment of truth, guys. This could be the end of the StehnZ run. Versus this intangible nemesis man. And he is nasty. A lot is going to come down to what we can find in this distraction. So let's get very defensive first. We'll throw the dagger. Hopefully draw another D. We did not draw D. Distraction, please? Malaise. Ooh. Too weak and debuff him might be the answer. This will give me that little bit of respite. I got no defense. Like, you guys saw it. You all saw it. This is the best I can do. Is to throw this. Which means I'm now being attacked for 9. And I get 6 from the Arc Outcome. So, whew, that could have been pretty bad. And this turn's not much better. This is definitely going to be... This could be game over right now. With the blur, I'm being attacked for 22, so I go down to 3. Really great. It's more dexterity. Hopefully that'll give me what I need. We will backflip first. If I dagger throw, I'll get that energy back. It's fine. Deflect, because it's free. Apply the poison. There's a little shiv. Get the poison down. Okay. Could have used a blur. We are at 3 life with no potion. Being attacked for 32. Ooh, we might have enough defense here to survive. How cool is that? So we'll 1,000 cuts. Just so we have that. If I survive her, we can... get rid of the shiv? No. Well, it depends. Yeah, that might have been stupid. Because now this puts us... That's still not enough. So we do have to use the cloak and dagger. Okay, so I got rid of a shiv when I shouldn't have. Actually, it was correct because the nunchaku allowed me to apply this. So it all worked out. Okay, he's not attacking. Yay. 1,000 cuts. Prepared will give us some stuff. Catalyst will help. Didn't get the things to do blur. So we're just casting stuff because we can. Shiv and catalyst him. Well, we didn't draw our blurs, so we know that there's like another blur in the deck somewhere. Yeah, there's blurs, the leg sweeps are all below. 43. $43, people. 15. I guess this is enough. It's technically enough D. Have some of this. Get leg sweeped. We're gonna need that. Defend. Oh yeah. And we get some for next turn. Woo-wee. 13D for next turn. He's only attacking for 9. We might survive. I don't think we just get to heal right after that, though. We still have to fight. No, we do. We do heal for a tiny bit. Alright, he's attacking for 9. Fleshettes is for 2. You can keep the weak going. Why not? Sure, Fleshettes, sure. Caltrops is going to reflect a decent amount of damage. And he must be made to be weak. Up to 4 turns of weakness is going to help. We'll leave the default cards behind. Alright, also just another attack for 9. This is all survivable stuff. So speaking of that, we backflip. There's that blur. We Survivor to get that energy back. He's at 29 and he's gonna die to poison next turn. So all I have to do is some stuff. We've blurred. Nunchakuing for fun. Okay, so next turn, we just hit done. And we managed to win this at 3 people. Done. Had to double check that he was actually not, Hey, an Avajra. Regen Potion is probably going to save our bacon. Choke is good in this deck. Malaise also kind of saved us for a bit. It is a good X card. Might be the answer to having all that extra energy. Be like, okay, we have a ton of extra energy, we don't need to do anything. Here, just remove a ton of strength from them, and weaken them. But Choke is really good with shivs and what have you. So... tough to say. Defense. We need to live. Malaise helps us live. Okay, what are we getting here? Well, we're resting. Duh. And there's more rest coming up. There's 3 rests if we go this way, but we have to go through an elite. We do have this regen potion, which could make some of the difference. If this battle's going to take a while, we might as well heal up with that now, right? Just chug it, get ahead of it, get ahead of that life. Okay. Well, we'll need some defense here. Should we start on one of these guys? Kind of spread that damage around. Get this guy poisoned. And deadly poisoned. And, you know, we didn't use our kite, but it doesn't matter, because we'll just make this one weak. And good first turn. Okay. And you got that regen potion going. So the key with the Darklings here is that we want to kind of spread that damage around so we can kill them all in the same turn, but it doesn't have to be that way. Sometimes it's good to just knock out the guy that's hurting us. The problem with this turn is that we didn't get, like, any good D. So we may have to just go for something a little more lethal right off the bat here. If I can take out one of these guys, then I might survive. It's going to be very close, right? What if I can actually get through this one? By trying to smash through that armor. 8, and then the strike would do it, wouldn't it? Okay, now this one's gone. So if I put up this defend, poison goes off. Now I technically survive, but not by much. Going through that elite is going to be really hard. We have to hope it's like something easy or that doesn't do damage, which is absurd in itself to even say. Okay. Get all that dex going. Be able to blur some defense for a future turn. And why don't we start on this one, because he's not going to get armor. We'd save that Catalyst. Catalyst's a little out of place in this deck. I thought we'd have a little more poison than we did. Anyway, one Dark Link came back, and that's fine. He's at half. We had to do something about the damage, because this very well could be the end right here. Now we're going to try to weaken this thing, because he's multi-hitter, that makes him go down a little bit. I'm not using the 1,000 cuts this turn. I don't have enough stuff for that. We throw some poison around and then leg sweep this one. Maybe we'll have enough defense to survive. Weaken him. 22. Okay, with the regen going off. It's gonna be a close one, guys. Obviously, we're not gonna make it. You know, like, this deck did not get it done. Even with that 7 dexterity, you would go like, ooh, that's so much dexterity, StehnZ. You're gonna be just fine. No. No, we are not fine. We can at least cast out here. This should give me more than enough defense. So let's try to get some other folks a little lower. On the one that we've already hit. 15 block from a defend. 7 dexterity. I mean, we just have to draw a little bit of defense every time, and that should be enough. These guys armor up, but they're all poisoned now. Just a tiny bit, though. Okay. This is not any form of defense. This is all wrong. So let's say we do an all-out attack, it discards a card, and then we Storm of Steel the rest of it. After we malaise something. But it won't really matter, because I think that... Yeah, it got rid of the Storm of Steel anyway, which is funny in itself. Yeah, this is game over, guys. And that's okay. This is definitely a loss at this point. We're just throwing that so we can end on a good note. This isn't really that good of a note to end on, but it's the way this game goes for me a lot of times. Like, you know, I'm whatever, Ascension 10 or 11, and it's going to be a bit before we can move on to it. As it states here, inadequately prepared. So we'll have to count that as game over. Poor score, 700. Even with the Ascension 11 on here, we definitely failed. So thank you all for watching. We're definitely going to try again. We can get a win on here. I know the handful of times that I've been able to play this and put this on YouTube, we haven't won. But that's part of the experience, right? So next time, hopefully we'll do a little better. We can play green guy again, or try someone else. We'll see, alright? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.